What's going on, everyone? I'm the YuGiOh Scrub, but you can call me Bailey, and that's my intro for today. My weird goofy, because we're playing tunes. I was trying to think, how do I make myself cartoonish here? Yeah, there you go. We're playing tunes. I believe it was a viewer suggestion, but I could not find the comment. My greatest apologies. But I think this is a spicy version of tunes. I took some inspiration from the GOAT format, just tune, kind of layout that they have on the GOAT format website. But this is my version. It's tune burns. We smoke screen into a full burn package in the side. But let's talk about the tunes, because that's what you want to see right now. In the thumbnail, you guys are clicking on it. Oh, I love it. I am excited for this one. So, even though it's a tongue twister, we have two Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. I was going to say two Toon Blue Eyes White Dragons, but nope, Blue Eyes Toon Dragon is the name. I love this card. It looks so freaking cute. Everyone loves Toons. I mean, Pegasus in that first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Bringing back these monsters like Blue Eyes White Dragon, the Summon Skull, some of people's favorite monsters, and then making them Toons, just so cool. We have two Blue Eyes Toon Dragon and three Toon Summon Skull. I put these together because they kind of do the same thing. They're big monsters that you can special summon themselves while you control Toon World by tributing one monster for Toon Summon Skull and two for Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. It's as if you're tribute summoning them for a normal tribute, but they are special summons. You want to know that. And then three Toon Gemini Elf, because it's one of the better other Toon monsters. Discard cards from your opponent's hand. And one Toon Cannon Soldier, because it's a good normal summon, kind of fits the burn, and, we got some scapegoats in the main, what am I talking about? Because, one, we can tribute all of those tokens and do a bunch of damage with a Toon Cannon Soldier, but you can also tribute the tokens for the special summons of Toon Summon Skull and Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, because it's special summons. They are not tribute summons, so you can tribute the scapegoat tokens, and I think that's really, really cool and really, really fun. And so yeah, we got, for the Toon monsters, I've already said, two Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, three Toon Summon Skull. They attack directly, and it's kind of why I thought, maybe Burn could work, because you just kind of have your opponent's monsters, and you're like, I don't care. I'm just going to attack you directly with these cool cards. And then three Toon Gemini Elf, discard a card from your opponent's hand when it attacks directly. You have to control Toon World in order to attack directly. And then Toon Cannon Soldier, same thing, if you control Toon World and your opponent controls no Toon monsters, which, let's be honest, the only one you might see is Toon Cannon Soldier, but probably not. Then it can also attack directly, and then, has the Cannon Soldier effect. For other cards, of course, we are running triple Toon World and triple Toon Table Cup Contents. You need the triple Toon World. It's just too important. You need it on the field in order to special summon them or attack directly with their effects. Two Magic Reflectors. So you target a face-up spell card, put a counter on it, and it would ever be destroyed. You remove the counter. That's just for protection, of course. But something to note is, with two Giant Trunades, these cards, if Toon World is destroyed, then the Toon is destroyed as well. It doesn't say if it's returned to hand. It doesn't say when Toon World leaves the field. It's when Toon World is destroyed. Now, you would obviously have to activate the 1,000 life points again, activate Toon World by paying 1,000. So it is kind of, need to make sure that you have enough life points to keep activating the card if you're going to Trunade it back. But you can kind of protect yourself in a weird way by Trunading it back and then, put on the field and make sure that these attacks, direct attacks, can go through with the Toon Summon Skull, Toon Blue Eyes White Dragon, and Toon Gemini Elf. We also got the staples, Delinquent Duo, Graceful Pot of Greed, Double Nobleman. What else? Metamorphosis to go with the triple Scapegoat, and then triple Soul Exchange, because the other aspect of Toons that is very bad is they have summoning sickness. They cannot attack the turn they are summoned, which is unfortunate. Even with Toon World, I wish it was like if you don't have Toon World, they can't attack, but if you do, they could. That would make them so much better. But they cannot attack the turn they are summoned. Also, it's one of those, they must first be special summoned by their effect, then you can use things like Call of the Haunted or Premature Burial to get them back. Call of the Haunted being better, because obviously you can bring it back on your opponent's turn, and then it can attack the turn on your turn. But we also have United We Stand and Mage Power, because we're going to have a decent amount of spell traps to be putting on the field with Mage Power and United Stand. If we have Scapegoat tokens, pump like a Blue Eyes Toon Dragon plus 5,000. I mean, that's literally, that would be game. If you have one Blue Eyes Toon Dragon and somehow manage to get the Scapegoats onto the field, because, obviously, if you're tributing a few to summon the Blue Eyes, then you need to put more monsters in the field. Regardless, three Soul Exchange, because I'm like, well, why don't I just tribute my opponent's monsters? That seems pretty powerful. Tribute my opponent's monster to summon a Toon Summon Skull, and it already couldn't attack the turn it summoned. Well, Soul Exchange takes the battle phase, so it kind of is just like whatever. It basically makes Soul Exchange free in a sense. One, Swords of Revealing Light, because we have the Giant Trunade, so just kind of good stall card, fits the burn side. And then in the side, if we're going to be going first, we have triple Kaiser Coliseum, triple Ojama Trio, Just Dessert, Secret Barrel, Nightmare Wheel, Cylinder, and Ceasefire. I like the idea of basically using Kaiser Coliseum and Ojama Trio to make my opponent have a lock. Which is just, really annoying for them to deal with. And then I just, summon one of my monsters and start attacking past the tokens. It just seems really powerful. So that's the concept behind this deck, but I have rambled on long enough, and I need to go fast for this video because the girlfriend is on the way home. Let's go ahead and hit that button right here for your viewing pleasure and join the GOAT format ladder. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and if you're not having a fantastic day, let's be honest. We're playing tunes right now. You're going to stay here and watch this video because that makes it a fantastic day. This is the one time I'm going to say that you need to continue watching the video to make it a fantastic day, because I'm excited for tunes. I hope you can tell by the sound of my voice, because, whew. Alright, opening hand, Trunade, Mage Power, Tune Summon Skull, Call of the Haunted, Swords of Revealing Light. Where's our Toon World? We run 6 copies, 3 of them, and then 3 Toon Table of Contents. Toon Table of Contents is also just like a fantastic Rhoda. Alright, opponent sets 2 back row and a monster. Go to standby. Are we going to get Trap Dust Shoot? It doesn't look like it. Okay. Here, unfortunately, I think we will just set the MST and pass turn. Not a really strong opening hand. We want to see Scapegoats. We want to see Toon World. But hopefully, once my opponent sees what we're playing, he will run in fear. We're playing against your new god. Alright, Flip summons Mystic Tomato. Wrong art for Mystic Tomato, but what can you do? If you disagree with me, well then, you have to subscribe and then comment. Or you can just comment telling me I'm wrong, but I'm not wrong. Alright, we get Soul Exchange. Well, that's okay. We will activate the Swords of Revealing Light here. He will get this flip monster, if it is a flip. Deslakuta. Okay. Interesting. And I suppose maybe we'll set the Call of the Haunted. No, we won't set the Call of the Haunted. Not quite yet. I would love to get Toon World. I think Toon World's the best draw next turn, because then we can activate it, then use Soul Exchange. That's fine. Uses Lakuta's effect to flip it face down, flip it back face up, draw a card. So he's got the Camel munching. Though I am no noob. Well, I don't know. Some of you might say I'm a noob. Let's see how this goes, though. Sword's protecting us right now. Sets a couple of back row and another monster. That's 1 turn for Swords of Revealing Light. We get Toon Cannon Soldier. Unfortunately, I think we're just going to set that and pass turn. The only good thing about the Swords of Revealing... I don't say only good thing. It's stopping him from attacking. But one good thing was the fact that it made Deslakuta flip face up, so he has to leave it in attack position at the end of turns, which could be important. Maybe I should have summoned the Toon Cannon Soldier, since this one can attack with Toon World. Regeki Break. Hitting the monster, discarding Sinister Serpent in standby phase. Deslakuta flips itself face down, flips back face up to draw a card. Doing Lakuta things, doing camel things. Then uses Jar of Greed. Okay, so he's running like super fast Pac-Man? I don't know. The Mystic Tomato's throwing me off. Swarm of Locusts. Hits my Swords of Revealing Light, unfortunately. And Spirit Reaper. We'll take 300. Hit like Call of the Haunted, please. Yeah, he heard me. Hitting Call of the Haunted out of my hand. Then we'll take 500, 1,000, and 1400 respectively from all of those attacks. The good thing about playing against a Pac-Man deck is they're not going to kill you fast. Toon World is all I want right here, though I just realized that Swarm of Locusts would be the card I have to get rid of with Toon World. We get Pot of Greed. That's a good card. Pot of Greed, okay. Drawing Toon Summon Skull and Scapegoat. Okay, what do we want to do here? I mean, I'm going to have to set the Scapegoat to protect my life points. The only problem is that I see is he's going to flip the Swarm of Scarabs, and if he hits the Scapegoat, we will set the Mage Power first, then the Scapegoat. But he's going to attack with a Spirit Reaper first. We'll see. Just pass our turn. Toon World would have been a fantastic draw there, because I could have Giant Truenated, Soul Exchanged the Swarm of Locusts away. Hits the middle card. We'll hit that card with our MST. Hits a Judgment. That's fantastic. That would have stopped Toon World. And we can't have that happening. Alright, he draws a card with Just Lakuta. Swarm of Locusts flips back face down. Alright, we're going to use Scapegoats here. See if he wants to attack him. He doesn't. Interesting. Sets a monster and passes turn. We get another Soul Exchange. We have 6 copies and we're 28 cards into our deck. What are the odds of this right now? I mean, let's think. If I turn a token to attack, use Mage Power, and set a back row, I can attack over the Locusts. That seems... I really think, unfortunately, it's my only play right now. But we're going to have to do it. Maybe I bait out a Judgment. Maybe he's thinking like Reasoning Gate Turbo. I mean, he's seen Toon Cannon Soldier, and he's seen Book of Moon on Spirit Reaper. Okay. Now, what else did I hit? I did... No, the Judgment would have gone back to hand. Okay. Unfortunately, we have to make this absolutely awful play. Activate Mage Power. Set one of these. So this is 1000 attack. And attack over the Swarm of Locusts. And pass our freaking turn. We'll set the other one. Just so the Mystic Tomato can't attack over it. Like, I don't know. This play, where's our Toon World? Where is Toon World? I feel like we would have been fine if one of these cards was a Toon World. I'm just going to assume that when he changed it to defense, he meant to say declare effect. Because I don't think you can change it to defense and then flip summon the same turn. You get like one time changing, but whatever. I'm not a shark. So, we know Spirit Reaper, don't know this other monster. It was a Golem Sentry. Alright. Unfortunately, he removes one of our tokens. Changes Tomato to attack. Is he going to go for the Tomato Rip? Alright, we're going to admit defeat. I don't want to show him the tunes quite yet. But what is good here? Nightmare Wheel seems good. Ojama Trio seems good. We're just going to side in all the burn stuff. And Kaiser Coliseum seems good. Magic Cylinder does not seem too good. Magic Reflector seems pretty good. Noblemen's are good. The problem is, what can we take out? Seeing the Judgments, I'm happy about. Yeah, the problem is, like, what do we take out? Mirror Force is too slow. Torrential would be good. Frankly, I'm trying to think of why I didn't have it in this deck. I think that was just a mistake. Maybe the Metamorphoses. One Soul Exchange, one Scapegoat. United we stand if we're taking out the Scapegoat tokens. One Magic Reflector. One Toon Blue Eyes. Okay. Let's see how the burn side does. Hopefully he's not going to expect it. One problem I am noticing, though, is the ability to use Kaiser turn 1. You guys know how my decks work. I think of an idea and I'm like, that seems so cool. But Kaiser turn 1's almost impossible. Unless I have a Toon Gemini Elf. I mean, I don't say impossible, but much more difficult because I can't special summon tokens to tribute for Toon Summon Skull or Blue Eyes the same turn that I activate Kaiser Coliseum. So we will set Ojama Trio, set Nightmare Wheel, set Just Desserts. And we will summon the Toon Gemini Elf. He's probably like, what is this? But this is one of those that does not need Toon World to be summoned. It needs Toon World to attack directly. And it would be destroyed if Toon World is destroyed. But I think I'm safe, relatively safe, just summoning it. If I had Kaiser Coliseum, I would have been in a much better position. If one of these two freaking glued to my hand Toon Summon Skulls was a Kaiser Coliseum. Alright, back row. Ojama Trio, Nightmare Wheel, Just Desserts. And he Snatch Steals. Okay, we'll give him the Toon Gemini Elf. Do I Nightmare Wheel? No, I'll just take the 19 for now. And discard one of my two Toon Summon Skulls. He sets a monster and a couple of back row. We will activate Ojama Trio and end phase. It's my standby phase. We will flip the Nightmare Wheel, targeting that, and flip Just Desserts because we can do 2,500 and I don't want it to get Solemn Judgmented. Okay. Standby phase. We gain 1,000. Set Secret Barrel. He MSTs the Nightmare Wheel. That is unfortunate. Secret Barrel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1800. Not going to be enough, and we're going to lose this Toon Summon Skull. Snatch Steal. Good card. Scapegoat would be fantastic, though he took some out. Secret Barrel's going to be becoming more, like, get stronger every turn, though, because of this Deslocuda. Flipped itself back face down, and I assume he's just going to attack for 1900. We'll take the 19. Discard another Tooned Summon Skull. Swords of Revealing Light. Pass turn. We draw Pot of Greed. Gain 1,000 in standby. Activate Pot of Greed. Get Scapegoat and Toon World. Okay, here we go. Now we're cooking. Lakuta draws again, so 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 5. 13, so 2,600 Secret Barrel right now. He does flip the Lakuta. We will flip Scapegoat. And no Toon World. And notice I had to check. While I control Toon World, he can't attack directly. It's not if Toon World is on the field. It's specifically if... Yep, I gain 1,000. Keep me alive. We will set the Nobleman and pass turn. But if Toon World is destroyed, then he would lose the Toon Gemini Elf. I feel like I could set Toon World, and if he was to Regeki break it, it would kill the Toon Gemini Elf, because Toon World would have been on the field. It doesn't specify anything about if it was face up or not, but I want to keep my Toon World, especially for this turn, because if I draw a Toon Summon Skull, even though we've already seen 2 of them, because they were glued to our freaking hand. There's a Toon Gemini Elf. Gain 1,000, yep. Okay. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We'll flip the Secret Barrel. See if he takes the damage. He does. Okay, 3,000. I wish this could attack directly, but unfortunately it cannot. We will summon the Toon Gemini Elf. And Nobleman across out the Deslocuda. Doing it in this order, just because I knew I wanted to Nobleman the Lakuta. But if he had Torrential Tribute, would have cleared, all of the board. And we'll just pass turn. Also doing the Secret Barrel this turn because he is going to lose the swords, and I knew I wanted to get rid of the Lakuta, so he's gained a ton of advantage, which did help me burn him more. And if we got a couple just desserts in the next few draws, we might be able to sneak a win. I imagine he might just ram the Toon Gemini Elves into each other, which wouldn't be a bad play by him. He might just be thinking... I don't know if he's thinking this is an actual Toon World deck. Well, he has to. He's seen Toon Summon Skull. What am I thinking? I would love to get a nice win right now. Standby phase, main phase. He takes 900 from the Summon of Tribe Infecting Virus, discarding Sinister Serpent, calling Beast. He then can't attack. Okay. But he can't attack with a Toon Gemini Elf now. Can't attack. $1,600. If only. Then maybe my deck wouldn't suck. Alright. Unfortunately, we, I think, just have to set the Toon World and pass. There's nothing else we can do. And hope. Toon World on the field was destroyed. So that works. %99 sure that works. It's one of those, like, these cards aren't good. I don't know, is he just, like, looking up a ruling? It's one of those, it doesn't come up very often. It might not seem intuitive, but I'm pretty sure when I was reading the rules about Toons, that is something. Because it doesn't say if Toon World on your side of the field is destroyed. It doesn't say if a face-up Toon World. It just says if Toon World, which this card is, on the field, which it was, is destroyed, then Gemini Elf is destroyed. He's definitely looking it up right now. The only thing would maybe be if it's face down. I think that's the only caveat that I'm not 100% sure of. Alright, you guys, this is the video you're getting. You're getting a judge call over Toons. Not a question that comes up every day. LOL. I mean, I want to know. This is actually kind of interesting. This is a time, and I'm happy the judge just happened, like, right away. This is the best judge ever. Unholy Soul, I appreciate you. You just happen to be right place, right time. I was worried I was going to be rambling on for 10 to 15 minutes, having to think of a story to talk about, because we'd be waiting for a judge, and that's the only thing I hate about DB, is that there's not enough judges. And I get it, it's just a website that, I don't know if it makes any money, but, like, it's just, for people who enjoy the game. It's not like it's a sanctioned event. There's no... That I do actually want to see. God, why are there so many freaking tunes? Hold up. The official GOAT format rulings. Now we have an interesting, because we've, might have to overrule the judge. Because I was like, I swear I've read this. And I know for a fact that if a judge needs to answer a GOAT format question, that's the website they go to. So now I'm actually into this, like, I'm invested. I need to make sure that Toon Gemini Elf dies. We'll see. Now we just have to hope that he's... Okay, we have 2 judges online. Let's hope one of them joins. Really quick, I'm just going to open the door for the dog. Alright, I'm back. I don't know who that is. I see you, GOAT format replays. I am gonna, I think, where is it? I don't want to annoy the guy. We're just gonna... Same question. But I found the ruling on goatformat.com. Just want to be sure. Thank you. I feel like, this is... I found the link. I put the chat, I like to, if I'm going to copy and paste, I want to put the link as well. Because I want to make sure your opponent doesn't think, like, I typed that out. That would be crazy to type out and, like, put names and everything. But I feel like it's important. And, again, so I'm hoping he just now goes to... You, sorry to have to call you back. Have a good one. Okay. we're good. LOL. So, we'll take 1900. We lose the card anyways. He plays Messenger of Peace. We get Ojama Trio. Well, at least we can protect ourselves. We will activate the Ojama Trio. See if he pays the 100 for Messenger of Peace. See if he wants to use Tribe Infecting Virus. Nope, he lets the Messenger go. He's going to discard, take 900. So if we draw like a Secret Barrel, we win. Summon Swarm of Locusts will take 2600. Come on. Burn card. Oh wait, Scapegoat. That'll do it. That'll protect us for a turn. Actually, no, it won't, because he's going to flip. No! He has the Swarm of Locusts. He can flip the Swarm of Locusts. And then force out the Scapegoat early. This is unfortunate. I mean, I'll make sure he doesn't misplay. He didn't get the Serpent back. So, I mean, he has to actually discard a card. But we're still going to lose. He has game on board very easily. Just discard. Yep, okay. GG's. Yeah, so we weren't seeing a burn card for a little bit. What were we gonna... Got Nightmare Wheel. That could have helped us. I don't know. No, Ring of Destruction would have done it. But we didn't see what we needed when we needed it. Unfortunate. But I think, I mean, that was a pretty fun video, in my opinion. I just think the fact that we got a interesting toon ruling was pretty cool. You just, again, don't see something like that every single day. And it kind of, I was talking about earlier, of like Toon World going face down. And I'm glad I found the ruling. I remember reading it and just being like, that seems weird. But I'm happy that, you know, we got the judge, got him relatively fast 2 times. And then we're able to get a ruling in my favor, if you can call it that, even though I lost immediately anyways. But if you guys like the video, if you like tunes, you gotta like the video, subscribe. My push is for 1500 by like the end of June. I don't know if we're gonna hit it by the end of May, but I would love if I can hit 1500. Thank you all for watching. I am the YuGiOh Scrub, and goodbye.